Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Casual706 here, back with another Transformers unboxing / review. Today I'm covering Transformers, Titans Return, Decepticon, Overlord, and Dreadnaut. Alright, I'm taking a real quick look at his packaging. Up here it says there's going to be 4 modes that Overlord has. Up the right hand side of the package we have Transformers, and we have the Generations logo right underneath the Ollie sticker. Now on the side of the package, we have a little bit more of the artwork with Dreadnaut popping off of Overlord. And the back of the package here says it's going to take about 20 steps to transform him from his airplane and tank mode into his base mode and into his robot mode and vice versa. Now Dreadnaught's only going to take one motion to transform him from the head of Overlord into his individual robot named Dreadnaut. Now, over on the right-hand side of the package, we do have a couple of product placement shots from Hasbro. Down here, we've got Leaderclass Sky Shadow, which was reviewed on my channel. Voyager Class Blitzwing, which was also reviewed on my channel. Deluxe Class Misfire, still hunting for her, probably going to pay a big ticket for it. And still hunting for Titan Master Ramhorn. Now, up here, they're just showing how the Titan Masters are interchangeable with the 3 different classes of Titans Return figures. You got Deluxe Class, Voyager Class, and Leader Class. You're going to be able to swap the heads around on any of those robots. Now in the left-hand corner of the package, we got a real quick bio for Overlord. The bio reads, Decepticon Overlord is a dark force of doom and destruction. He is part of an ultra-elite Decepticon strike team, the Phase Sixers. Their mission, annihilate civilization so worlds are ready for Decepticon conquest. Titan Master Dreadnaut gives him an ion imploder fire blast that erases matter from existence. Alright, so since we took a look at the packaging, we're going to go ahead and bust this open and get to the good part. Alright, so out of the packaging, we get a couple of familiar things that we usually get with the Titans Return figures. First of all, we get these little art cards. Now, the art card just has a more full rendition of the same artwork that was on the front of the package. And around to the back of the card, it has stats kind of like the old G1 figures used to have on the back of the packages. Now, Overlord's strength is going to be a 10, combined with Dreadnaut is going to be 14. His speed is going to be an 8, with Dreadnaut is going to be 10. His intelligence is going to be 9, with Dreadnaut is going to be a 12. His firepower is going to be 10, and with Dreadnaut he's going to be a 20. So he maxes fully out with Dreadnaut on the firepower. Alright, now he's also going to come packaged with dual side instructions. Now these instructions are going to show how you transform him into the tank and jet mode, as well as his base mode, and back to his robot mode. Alright, now bringing the figure a little bit closer here so we can take a look at him himself. Very nice figure, especially nice to pick up for 20 bucks, or under 20 bucks in my case. Joints are pretty stiff on him, I can't really complain. But really nice figure. I'm going to spin him around here to look. Not too bad with that backpack. Looks really cool. I like the color scheme, the purple, white, and blue, and teal down the front of the legs here. He's got some stickers on him, looks like right at the legs. And then I'm pretty sure that, yeah, that's going to be a sticker too on his arm there, that Decepticon symbol. So we can actually fold that down to kind of get it out of the way. Alright, so the head will rotate all the way around. The head is actually Dreadnaut right in there. I'll pop that out in just a second. The arms are going to have a full rotation on them. You're going to have a swivel point right here at the bicep, so you'll be able to rotate that around. And he's also going to have an elbow bend. Now the hand is pre-molded just with a little 5mm peg inside it, with a little 5mm port inside of it there. So you're not going to get individual finger articulation with this guy. He's got a lot of articulation. The only downside is that the hands are kind of pre-molded and you aren't able to do the individual fingers. All right, now down here at the leg, you got a lot of articulation. You got a swivel point and a kind of ball thing going on here. So you'll be able to get some high kicks forward and high kicks backwards. My joints are very tight, so hopefully if you guys pick them up, you'll be just as lucky as I am. It feels like I'll be able to do anything with this guy. His joints are so stiff it shouldn't be a problem. So you can get some good poses out of him. So that ball joint, since it's going to give you the high kicks, is also going to swivel here, so you can rotate the leg all the way around. And then of course he's got a knee joint right there. And for for added coolness and due to transformation, the foot actually has some ankle tilt there, as you can see. So you can get some wide leg poses easily without him falling down or in the risk of him falling down. I think this is a really well-made figure. Now, he's actually a remold, repaint, or pre-mold, pre-paint, whatever you want to say, of Sky Shadow here. So I figured since they were kind of remolds of each other, it'd be cool to break them out and kind of make a comparison. Now, there is a lot of retooling with this, so it's just not a direct copy of Sky Shadow by any means, but they have the exact same transformation scheme. But they're both very individual figures, look really cool. I'm glad I picked up both of them. That's what's up with them. I'll spin them around so you can kind of see the comparisons. Now, there is a lot different with them. Like I say, they're not straight out rip-offs of each other, but you can kind of see the similarities. Like down here at the legs, you got the cockpit thing going on. Legs are pretty much the same, exactly the same, just with a different paint scheme on it. But the top, way different. So that's what's up in a comparison. Now this guy does come packaged with a couple of weapons, and the weapon would be displayable just like it was on the Sky Shadow there. Just take the little tab out and you can peg it up here. And it's kind of like an arm shield, blaster, whatever you use your imagination, but it's posable right there. And he's also got this little gun right here, which is actually the turret for the tank mode. Now that's going to be displayable in his hand here. And I guess if you wanted to, since you got that other shoulder port, if you want to do a shoulder cannon, you could absolutely do that. Alright, now we're going to break out Dreadnaut, so we can take a peek at him real quick. Pretty easy to get him out. And it's really nice how Hasbro made these helmets to encase the Titan Masters, as well as still be able to have rotation. Wish they had thought of that when they were on Galvatron. Alright, so we got Dreadnaut here. Dreadnaught's a pretty cool figure. 3 colors make him up. You've got teal, or actually 4 colors. You got teal, gold face all over, gray chest, silver belly button, which is the screw to hold the face on there. The black arms, black legs. Now articulation with this guy, just like all the other Titan Masters, pin in the hip, pin in the knee. So you're going to be able to get some seating poses, either straight forward like that, or you can bend them knees. And the arms are going to be able to go forward and as high as above his head. Also, while we got this guy off here real quick, there's these little chest panels. I almost forgot about them. Now the chest panels allow you to take a Titan Master, or it was intended for Power Masters, but you can just take them and click them into there, and it's kind of giving him more power. I don't want to lose it in there where it's hard to get. But that's what you can do, is you can plug, suppose to put Power Masters in there, and it kind of gives them a little more power. Alright, we're going to flip it over to the back here. The waist just kind of pulls out there. This little piece is going to connect into the bottom of this. So literally the bottom of the legs are going to be the tank. Top of the body is going to be the airplane. Alright, so we're going to work with the tank first, I believe. Okay, now we will take these, flip this around. That's going to be the tank turret there. And close that back up and close the front of the foot just like that. Going to do the same thing on this other side here. We are going to move the foot kind of out of the way here, like that. Then we're going to take this tank turret and it's going to disconnect. Now you take that tank turret, flip it around to the front, and we're going to straighten out this foot here like that, and we're going to close it down forward. Alright, now all this will kind of tab together up front there like that. Get it all tabbed together like that, and then you just take this bottom section, fold it right up under, and then you just squeeze all the parts together like that. Now you take the little blaster and it just pegs into the front there. That's going to be a turret for the tank. Now the turret doesn't actually spin, these treads don't move, but you see you got some little wheels back here, so you can kind of you can roll him around pretty good. He doesn't really have any problems rolling per se. Now with the tank mode, you got a little cockpit up here, and you can take Dreadnaut and sit him in there so that he can pilot him in the tank mode. So, all right, now there's a couple of pegs on the back too worth mentioning while I got the tank. Right here, here, and here. And what you can do is these little Titan Masters have holes in the bottom of their feet. So you can just take them and peg them into one of those pegs. So it's like they're riding on the back of him in the tank mode. There's also a pin right there beside the turret. So you could stand them up on that if you wanted to too. All right, we're gonna move the tank out of the way there real quick. Now we're gonna do the jet mode. Jet mode should be pretty easy with this guy. It's kind of a parts former deal. So we just do like that. The arms are just going to be stand to the side. Hands are going to fold in like that. Keep those wings out. We're going to do the same thing on that other one. We're going to fold that hand in, and we can push the arm up. You're just going to collapse it onto itself there, pushing it up. And then you take this little jet that we had here and snap it into the front. So that's going to be the jet mode for Overlord there. And you got ports on the side, so if you want to, if you're not using the cannon on the tank, or you got any other weapons you want to put on there, you can put those into the side. Also, you got a couple of pegs like you did on the tank mode. You got one right there, there, and there. So if you want to, you can take the little guy and peg him in and have him standing up on top of an airplane. You can also do that back there. So that's what's going on with the jet mode. Now there's actually some little landing pads here that you can pull out like that, and it'll help stand the jet up a little bit better if you wanted to display it like that. All right, now there's also a cockpit underneath here that's where how you're going to get Titan Master in there. And the way this is going to work is there's a little tab right there. So on the back of the legs, it's got a little tab, so you can kind of peg him in there and have him sitting inside of the jet if you want to hide Dreadnaut in there, because you can't see him at all through the windows or anything. Now I believe it would also open from the top, but it seems like that was added probably to make it easier for you to get the figure in there seated properly. So that's what's up with that. And yeah, to get them out, it's just easier to grab them from down at the bottom here. And this top just kind of pulls off, so don't be alarmed if that comes off. All right, so that's the jet mode. Now, last thing is that there is a base mode. The way we're going to do the base mode from the robot here, we're going to separate them, put the top section off to the side. We're going to flip around to the back. We're actually going to rotate the leg around kind of to the side here. We're going to do the same thing with this one. We're just going to rotate this section so it's sideways and bring them up. Then you're going to close these in like that. Go ahead and take your connector ports here. These will be the connector ports that connect to the Titan class figures. You're going to pop them out. Do like that. We're going to go ahead and close in the bottoms here, the treads for the tanks. We bring them up. Then we're going to close these down like that. And we've got the front section of the base mode. Now, come around to the back side of this, and we're going to flip this little black section up here. You're going to go ahead and take his fists, fold them into the forearms like that, and kind of get the wings out of the way there, and we'll be able to pop that back into place now. All right, now with them at this point, the little piece back here on the back is actually going to kind of flip up, and to do so you're going to have to untab these so that they come out. Then that's going to come up and lay out like that. Basically, it makes a little pad there. All right, then you take the airplane here, and instead of putting it this way, we're going to flip it around facing this way. I'm going to pull those little tabs out here and snap that back in. Then you take the weapon and tab it in right here on the plate. Now, with this up here, you're probably going to have to open up the cockpit to push this down, and just do like that, and it makes another little standing point for Titan Masters or Power Master figures. Now, all over the base mode, we've got the tabs that we had in the vehicle mode, tabs right there, there, and there. So if you want to, you can tab in Titan Masters and Power Masters all around the base mode, like that. So, just a little added thing that they gave to the toy so that you can do the base mode. I might not have mine totally right, but that's kind of the gist there. That's a little base mode you can use. So this is going to conclude my unboxing / review for Transformers, Titans Return, Leaderclass, Overlord, and Dreadnaut. If you guys liked the video, be sure to click the like button. Also, please leave me a comment. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any Transformer unboxings or cool videos in the very near future. With all that said, appreciate the view again, guys. Casual 706, out.